Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome to Empowered Life. I'm excited about today's broadcast program. I hope you guys are ready and excited as I am to jump right into, I should say, today's broadcast. We're excited as people are logging on. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, or I should say this evening. We're doing our lunch and learn with Empowered Life. And so we're going to set the screen up and we're going to jump right into this. Get ready, get your notepads, get your pencils, whatever you have to take good notes. We're going, and at first, let me say this. I should have said this in the beginning. I thank you guys for joining me with your lunch or for your lunch hour. I know it is precious. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate the fact that you guys are at lunch and you are logged on to spend about 35, 40 minutes with me to give you some leadership principles that I'm telling you, it is going to bless you. It is going to improve the quality of your leadership because at Maxwell, we say this all the time. Every person deserves to be led well. Every person deserves to be led well. And I'm just excited about today. So I want you guys to get ready. I see a few of you guys are logging on. Thank you guys so much. I'll have our screen set and we're gearing up to go. And so let's just jump right into this presentation. Again, I know it's your lunch hour and I'm going to respect your time. I'm going to be very, very respectful with your time. And so let's begin to go through this. We're going to talk about maximizing your potential. This is what we're going to deal with today, maximizing your potential. And I want you to look at this graph. It's full of celebratory things. It's a bowl, different bowls and different sections on here that's celebratory because I want you to know this and I want you to really get this in your heart. You are a gift. Wow. I'm going to say that again. You are a gift, a precious gift. And if you begin to understand this, your life is about to go to a whole nother level. When you was born into this world, you are a gift. Now, I say this all the time, and I want you guys to hear this. When you entered the world just got better. The things in the world, all of the cars, the money, the houses, and all of the stuff, that doesn't make the world better. You do. And so you are a gift. And not only are you a gift, I want you to begin to understand this. You are a gift packed with powerful potential. It's in you. You have abilities that you have not yet probably tapped into. I don't want to assume, but you may have gifts and potential that you have not even tapped into yet. And so I want you guys to begin to, again, take good notes and get ready because there are potentials in you that we're going to unlock today. And so let's jump into this. And so maximizing your potential, we're going to deal with discovering the possibilities. There are endless possibilities that you should be enjoying. And that's what we're on the discovery to find out. What are our goals and our dreams and our vision and our purpose? What is it that we have been equipped to do that's lying dormant on the inside of us? And that's the purpose of Empowered Life, living intentionally forward every day. Not that we ignore things that are behind us, but when we use this word life, we want you to live intentionally forward. Learn from the past, but live forward and reach forward every single day because today is all we have. Tomorrow is in the future, in the womb. Yesterday is in the grave, but today is all we have, 24 hours. And so we want to utilize that time. So let's jump into this, guys. Maximize. Look at the graph again. If you're using a car right now and you see this gauge that shows from E, empty, to F, full. As you can see, it's red. The red is showing how much gas is left in the tank. And I so know some people, and maybe somebody that's watching Eva right now, some people, I see where you saw this graph, I know somebody is saying, they always leave my car like that. I want you. Let's not focus on that part, because I get it. You may have somebody in your family and your friends that if they got in your car, is always 1/4 away from E. But I don't want you to look at it like this. I'm using this graph for this reason. We want you to be on full, on F. Even though it's 3/4 of the way, there is still more to go. There is still potential in you that we want to tap into to make sure that we're living our best life. That's what we want to do. And so, what are we talking about when we say maximizing? To increase to the greatest possible amount or degree. Again, if you look at the graphic, it's not on full, it's 3/4 full, but it's showing that E is at 1/4. So you still have a ways to go, possibilities. To represent at the highest possible estimate, magnify, to make the greatest or foolish use of. And so we know we're not on F, we're not on full, we're getting there, but we're not on E either. And so we have a ways to go, but we're 3/4 there. And so we want to maximize. If the tank, watch this, if the tank can hold 100%, how many of you that's watching or will watch this would love to be on full? I want, look at this. You could even look at this as a pie. You want the whole pie. That's your potential. See, your potential, you want to maximize it. You want to get the most out of all that you are and everything that you are. You want to get the most out of it. So look at this graphic again. It's a bag of different seeds and rice and different things. I want you to look at potential. The seed of itself is packed with potential. The seed is packed with potential. That the bags that are full with rice and different seeds in and of itself is good, but the potential is not totally being utilized. And so let's dive into the words. Now, anybody that's been following me for any length of time know that I like to start from an equal playing field. And that's why I give definitions, words and definitions, so that we all can use, or I should say, we all start from the advantage of knowing exactly what we're talking about or what we're dealing with. And so watch this. Potential. Possible as opposed to actual. Possible. The bag full of the rice and the corn and the different things is actually what is in the bag, but the possibility is locked inside of what's in the bag. I want you to picture your life just like this bag full of rice and corn and different substance. In and of itself is good, but the possibility is endless. Capable of being or becoming. Now, I love this one, and I'll try not to stay right here or park right here, because capable of being or becoming, it is two words, being and becoming. That word becoming is actually two words, be, and then the next word, coming. So in potential, you have the potential to be or to become what's in the bag or what's in you. Wow. So here's the definition of potential. It's untapped power, hidden strength, unused ability, or dormant power. Based on the above definition, potential can be seen as who you are, but no one knows yet. See, the bag is full of what we can identify, but we don't know its totality yet. And that's what we're on this discovery for. We want to maximize our potential on our jobs, in our relationships, in all facets of our lives, that people can, not just us, enjoy our lives, but the people that's in our lives can also enjoy all that we have to offer. Look at this graphic, and I love to use this graphic because this egg and this chicken, we're talking about potential. We're talking about the possibilities and the capableness. Watch this. The chicken is in the egg. The chicken is in the egg. And the shadow on the wall showing the chicken, because I say this all the time, if the chicken could talk to the egg, it would tell the egg, don't destroy your life. Don't ruin your life. In just a little longer, just a little while longer, I'm coming out. I am going to enter this world, and I want you to take care of what's housing me now. And that is potential. Potential. I know somebody is getting something out of this, and I always love to ask people to let me know. So I appreciate you guys on today, and you're going to let me know if you're getting something out of this. Watch this. I see my screen is freezing, but we're going to keep plowing because I believe you guys can still see me. Possible and capable. Possible and capable. Let's look at possible first. That may or can be. It's frozen on my end. Possible, may or can be, exist, happen, be done, be used, etc. Possible, which means strong, mighty, powerful, able to do. All of this is in the egg. All of this is the possibility that resides in the egg if the chicken is allowed to go beyond the egg stage. And I thank you guys for tarrying with us, because I know it's kind of freezing or the audio might be off. Let's look at the word capable. Capable. Having power and ability, efficient, competent. All of this is inside of the egg. And that's why I'm asking you guys to maximize your potential. Maximize what's in you. Maximize the ability. Maximize everything that's in you. And you're going to learn, and you're going to see that you are a gift. Wow. Again, look at this graph. This pawn inside the shadow on the wall, again, is saying you are royalty. You are a king. You are a queen. You are royalty. And again, I'm gonna stress this a lot, guys, in this teaching on maximizing your potential. We're trying to, and we want to coach you and lead you to a place where you see the shadow on the wall of who you are and what's in you versus what's outside. That chess piece is a pawn, but inside that is royalty. So here's our point of this discussion today. 3 things we're going to talk about. We're not going to get to all of them, but we're going to cover as much as we can. And we're going to come back again next week and pick up where we left off. Understanding your potential. And that is getting a revelation of growth. Because remember, each one of these images that we use, in order to maximize your potential, you and I must grow. Growth, we must be, I say it like this, we must be on a growth plan if we're going to maximize our potential and realize, get a revelation of the possibilities that lies before us. Understand your potential. We're going to deal with that. Number 2, we're going to look at utilizing your potential. not just getting a revelation of growth, but utilizing your potential, understanding the resources of growth. That when you get on the growth path and when you begin to intentionally lean into who you are and what you've been endowed with, empowered with, what lies on it on the inside of you, maybe even dormant. You're going to get a revelation of growth when you get that growth plan. And next, you're going to get the resources of growth, that you're going to discover that as we grow, there are resources that will be made readily available when we get on this growth journey. And then number three, the third thing we're going to deal with in our discussion is ultimate potential. So now watch this. We grow from understanding your potential, utilizing your potential, to ultimate potential. And that's the one I call the rewards of growth. The rewards of growth. Wow. That's a lot right there. If I stopped right there, I'm not going to stop right there. But if I did stop right there, that's a lot right there. Yes, it is. So now let's keep plowing and watch this. Look at this graph. Now I love this one because we see the stages of this growth and the potential, starting out with the egg, and then the caterpillar, and then the crystal, and then the adult emerge, and then the adult begins to fly. I love using the butterfly as an example because everybody loves the butterfly, the design of the butterfly, how beautiful it is, how unique it is. But the stages to get there, the stages to get to the end results is where the challenge lies. I'm going to say that again. The stages to get to the end results, a beautiful butterfly, is where the challenge is, because from an egg is a caterpillar, goes to a crystal. Now this stage, this stage of the process is probably one of the most challenging, and I would even use this word, hated process, because this is the isolation process. It's the process where isolation now have to be embraced, because now you're going to be separated, isolated. Wow. But what's coming out of that isolation, that crystallization? Something is going on when the caterpillar surrenders and submits to the process. That, watch this, the caterpillar knows, watch this, that there is more in it. Let me speak in the first person, if I can, as I'm the caterpillar. Man, I'm not satisfied. There's just I feel like a push. I feel a strong desire. I have dreams and visions. I feel like life has more purpose than what I'm experiencing. I'm flipping back and forward. You guys can see, going from the first person, second person, third person. I'm talking as if I'm a caterpillar that's saying, I've seen butterflies. I'm tired of crawling. I'm tired of being in the dirt, but I've realized that I can fly. I don't have to crawl anymore. But I've heard and I've learned to get from where I am to where I desire to be, I must submit to the process of crystallization, where isolation takes place, revelation takes place, elevation takes place. All of the things that will allow me to one day fly. Wow. Wow. And so watch this. Number one, understanding your potential, a revelation of growth. The revelation is this: I must grow from where I am to go to where I'm going. Man, that's a teachable moment right there. Let me repeat that. I must grow from where I am to go to where I desire. I think somebody, if you don't mind repeating that and typing that In order for me to get to where I'm going, I must grow in order to go. And I can turn it around. I must go to grow to go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know somebody is. Are you taking good notes? Are you really taking good notes? Because the information is priceless. Again, let's look at it again. Let's look at it again. The butterfly is the desire. The caterpillar is the realization. But the caterpillar knows if I'm going to fulfill my ultimate potential, because I go from understanding potential to utilizing potential to ultimate potential, I must grow and I must get a revelation. Here's the revelation at this first stage. I must change. I must change. I have to submit to change. There is more in me. I don't want to. Here it is, guys. Watch this. The richest place in the world, and you heard me say this years ago. In my first book, I wrote this. I said this. The richest place in the world, not just America, not just across the country, but the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Because inside of every human being is locked up potential that's seeking to come out, and the riches are inside. It's an inside job. If we can get what's in us to come out of us and to become, remember the word, to become, or to, we'll use that, to become, as we're becoming, you use the graph, the butterfly. Butterfly is in us at our caterpillar stage. And I get the revelation that in order for me to understand this potential, the possibilities, I have to maximize it, that I must grow. And so let me give you some things about growth. Growth causes disruption. When I mentioned that with another class that I was teaching, that was like a wow moment. That was a wow moment, an aha moment. Growth causes disruption. See the egg? Now it's the caterpillar. The caterpillar is going to become a butterfly. The different stages, the process of growth will disrupt every stage of that caterpillar life until it matures into a butterfly. That means that egg had to be disrupted for the caterpillar to come out. The caterpillar had to be disruptive to be crystallized, to be isolated, to get that revelation. That crystallized house that housed that adult that's going to emerge must be disrupted. There must be a breaking. The beauty of brokenness. And I'm not even going to get into that, but there is beauty in brokenness, especially if growth is the outcome of that brokenness. I use it like this: pleasure in pain when pain has a purpose. So growth causes disruption, and I put explanation marks because I want people to really begin to embrace the disruption that's about to come into your life and not look at it as a downfall or something that's horrible, but to look at it as growth. You're not growing if there is no disruptions. Wow. So let's look at this becoming now. The word be, this Hebrew word, the word be is to become, occur, come to pass. If the butterfly is going to come to pass, if the butterfly is going to be, because the butterfly, I submit to you, is also in the egg. It's also in the caterpillar. It's also in the chrysalis. It is becoming. Here's a question. What are you becoming? What do you desire to become? That's why you got to get a revelation of growth, that growth is not a bad thing. Growth is not a curse word. Growth is the only way to maximize untapped potential, to be what you was created to be from the beginning. Oh, that a tweet right there. That a text. I know that's a text right there. Wow. I'm saying wow too. I'm saying wow right with you. So now watch this. Let's plow forward. Become. I said this before, and I'm breaking this down. The become, the be is in the come. The become. The Greek word means to be fitting, to be fitting, become. What do you desire to become? I'm using in the question form. What do you desire to become? What is your dream job? What is your dream family situation? What is the desire? What are your dream accomplishment? How much money do you desire to make? Your family life, your business. How large do you want your business to become? Become. To become. We will only get there when we get and embrace a revelation of growth. And not just growth for growth's sake. Because I'm going to teach you in another lunch and learn, leadership lunch and learn. I'm going to teach you where when I isolate growth, I'm going to show you in that PowerPoint presentation. Watch this. I'm going a little ahead of myself. I'm going to show you that there's two types of growth. Things grow. Yes. There are nurtured growth and there are natural growth. I'm just going a little ahead of myself to give you this revelation. I'm going to come back if I can get you to come back and join me with this lunch and learn from Empowered Life. I'm going to show you more extensively about this growth. Two types. Two growth happens in two ways: naturally or nurtured. Naturally, when a baby is born, if nothing's wrong with the baby will naturally grow. The devil has the excuse me, the doctor, excuse me, the doctor have measurable ways to tell if the baby is on the proper growth plan. But there is also nurtured growth. And let's use the doctor as an example with this one too, real quickly, and then we're going to go back to this slide. The doctors have measurables. And he says, at this age, in this stage, you should be this tall, this weight. And if not, watch this. The doctor goes from what could not happen naturally, will now nurture it, will say, take these supplements, drink this, drink more of that, do this, do that, do A, B, and C, and we will nurture what's missing naturally. Woo! I'll get to that further down, but I know somebody got that. Somebody got that. Watch this slide. Again, and this is the conversation at the table as the butterfly and the caterpillar having this conversation that many of you, if you decide to grow, this is a conversation you will have willingly or unwillingly. You will sit at the table with some of your families and your friends, and this is what they're going to say. You've changed. And the butterfly proper response is, we're supposed to. If we're going to grow, I've always been in you. But when you decide to grow and get a revelation of growth, I'm the result of your growth plan. So we're not going to focus on you've changed because we're supposed to change. Changing is what we do, right? Watch this. You've heard me say this a long time ago, and I'll say this a long time from now. The only thing that remains the same is change. I said this before. I've heard, I think it was Chris Robinson, one of my mentors. I heard him make this statement, and I've been saying this, making this statement myself for a long time. Here it is, guys. I've heard this for a long time, this statement, because this is a revelation. Don't miss this. You ready for it? Here it is. Either you're innovating or evaporating. Either you're innovating or you are evaporating. I don't want to evaporate, so I will innovate. Let me keep moving. I know somebody is getting this. Somebody is getting this. I'll finish this slide, and that concludes this PowerPoint presentation for now. The benefit of change, because the caterpillar told the butterfly, "You're changing. You change," and the butterfly says, "We supposed to." So let me give you the benefits, because if you're going to get on that journey of changing, let me give you some benefits. Number one, change causes oneness. The butterfly told the caterpillar, when I was in the egg stage, and then when I got to the butterflies, the caterpillar stage, and when we submitted, notice I say when we, because I've been in you from the beginning. When we submit to change, we went into the chrysalis and we isolated and we became one. Who I am and what I am was all locked in the crystallization stage, because I was in the egg with you. Change causes oneness. Next one. Change creates opportunities, because if I'm going to utilize the opportunity to fly, I must change. This is the conversation between the caterpillar and the butterfly, which incidentally is the same person. The same people in different stages of their lives is having this conversation, because there's a confusion about how to get or maximize the potential. The only way to maximize the potential and to utilize and to realize the possibilities is to change. And there are benefits to change, because it causes oneness. It causes and creates opportunities. We can now, notice what I said, we can now fly. That's the opportunity. We don't have to crawl anymore. We can fly now. The third thing, the third benefit, change captures objectives. What is the objective? The objective is to fly. The objective is to go where we've never gone before. What is the objective? The objective is to experience something we've never experienced before. But as long as we stay where we are doing what we're doing, comfortable, convenient, complaining, crawling, we're going to miss out on objective that is out there. There's more to experience. There's a lot more to experience. And I hope there's somebody that's watching or listening to this. I hope that you are realizing that you should maximize your potential, because if you submit to and get a revelation of growth and you get on a growth plan, a personal growth plan, it will revolutionize your life, and you will go from crawling to flying. And the objectives are endless. Wow. Wow. Listen, I have truly appreciated you guys spending this time with me, spending your lunch with me. Again, I apologize for the screen freezing. I'm going to attempt now to back out of this and hopefully everything still works because my screen is still freezing, but I'm assuming you guys can still hear me. I've done as much as I could with this. We're going to look at what we need to do to make sure this doesn't happen again. And even if I have to come back and do this again, we're going to do that. It's frozen, and I know you guys can hear me, and I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with the Google Chrome, but we're going to figure it out. But I thank you for your patience. I thank you guys for viewing. I cannot even click into I cannot even click into anything else. And so we're going to conclude this right. All right, I'm here. And we're back. I hope, listen, with all of this disruption, and we're going to continue to work on where the problems is. Hopefully, before we let you guys go, is there anybody that's watching or will watch this? Can you, first of all, can you hear me? Can you see me? I can click on your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Let's see. All you guys, I still see my numbers are still the same. So, all righty. All righty, let me do this. Let me see if I'm able to do this. All right, I see the comments. Great. Let me do this in our closing. I don't know what's going on with my presentation, but I'll do this in my closing. I want to play this video, and then we're going to bring it to a conclusion. I want to make an offer here. I'll be right back after these messages. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for joining me today with this presentation. I truly appreciate it. Real quickly, ticking at the bottom of the screens. If you want personal coaching or mentoring, or if you need some lunch and learn or whatever it is that we have, log on and it'll show you all of the different things, coaching, training that we have. And I'm telling you, it promises to be tremendous in your life. Discover your growth plan. Find a growth plan. And I'm telling you, it will take your life to another level. Thank you guys so very much for spending your lunch with me for these last 45 minutes. That's about the time we want to take to do this, and it promises to be such a blessing in our life. Thank you guys again. We'll be right back next Wednesday, 12 noon. We pray and hope that all of the kinks is out, because I have other stuff that I need to do, and so we need all of the kinks out, and we're going to move forward from there. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Invite somebody, tell somebody, let them know that we're going to be back on for Leadership Lunch and Learn with Empowered Life next Wednesday, 12 noon. I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful, and terrific, magnificent end of your evening. See you later.